Peace, and blessings. I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great episode. You already know my name, celebrity interviewer. I said it, and this is the show. And you know, I have the best opportunity to be able to bring you the greatest interviews in the entertainment industry, along with people that's building in the community around the world. So no matter where you're watching from, whether I have this beautiful woman to my right or to my left, whatever side of the world you may be on, I just want to welcome my celebrity guest today. She's a keyboardist, she's a pianist, she's a composer, she's an arranger, along with a very talented producer. And she is over life, she's a life and events manager for Big Circle Music Group, better known as BCMG. And she has some great new music coming soon. And I can't wait to ask her all of these great questions. You know what I mean? I like to welcome to the show my new friend, Shereen Cheong. Peace, Queen. Salute.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. I said it. Pleasure being on here. Thanks for the introduction. My name is Shereen Cheong. So, yeah, I'm excited to be on here as well. Thank you.
Cool. Definitely welcome to have you. Great to have you today. You know what I mean? So many things to ask you. You are very talented. Been doing things for a while now. And it's just only right that you be in the spotlight instead of backstage behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Everyone deserves to be, what I mean, up front. And not to say that, you're not in the spotlight. You've been on ABC, you've been on NBC, you know what I mean? Good Morning America to the late night show. So we're gonna talk about all that. But first, I like to know in the beginning, where did this all start? Where are you originally from, if I may ask?
So, I am originally from Malaysia, born and raised in Malaysia. Malaysia is
Mm,
right on the other side of the world, basically. My ancestors were from China, but I was my family and everybody we were born and raised in Malaysia. Just to give you an insight, Malaysia is a very multicultural country, so we
okay.
have a lot of cultural and culture and races there. So I grew up in a very diverse culture, um, and Chinese is one of the largest main races there as well. So I grew up in diversity, and um, I am always intrigued by different cultures. That's how I grew up. So that's where I'm from. And how it all started, it started because my parents enrolled me for piano lessons since I was 3 years old. So I'm currently 26 years old. Um, so it's been about almost 24 years now. They enrolled me because they wanted to develop me into somebody wholesome. Like, it was just from a standpoint of developing a child is good for the brain development, like absorption and everything. But somehow, since the first lesson, after the first lesson, every day at the piano, like at 8 a.m. in the morning, I would be everybody's alarm clock. Like I would just
Uh,
be practicing every day, like on my own, and I just went on and on. And since I was 10, when I was told about Berkeley in Boston, Berkeley College of Music, that was
yeah.
the very first time I heard about it, and my eyes were fixated on going there ever since I was 10. So
Wow.
I've always wanted to be a musician since I was a very young kid, but I wasn't sure which field or which route I wanted to take, if it was classical or contemporary music, because I grew up classically trained. I didn't grow up, playing by ear or like in gospel church, but I grew up with classical training and ear training. So it was like a few different things going on. But since I was 10, I've always wanted to be a musician and really fixated on Berkeley. And there is a college in Malaysia that has a transfer program. They call it the Berkeley Transfer Program.
Okay.
So I did 2 years there with my foundation core music stuff, and I transferred 55 credits to Berkeley when I was here in 2015, January 2015. So Berkeley was the only school I ever applied to. I really wanted to come to the States since I was a very young kid. And but throughout my journey, I had mentors and teachers that guided me and exposed me to different things, contemporary elements, jazz, And when I came here to New York in like I just absorb of a lot of the music even more. So
Right.
that's just a little insight of my background.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was an amazing insight in your background right there.
Thank you.
I really don't know where to start. But I'll just start here. In reference to back when you were 10 years old, to having that vision, to, to be a visionary that young, what I mean, to foresee your future, to kind of, see a path and to know where you wanted to go, and just, you was gonna, be ready and willing to, what I mean, pave the way, whatever it took, and to only choose Berkeley and not apply to any other school, not to have a plan B and only stick with plan A. Like that's so powerful. Like that is so amazing. You know what I mean? That's exceptional.
Thank you.
Um, and you said you're only 26 years old?
Yes. Um,
Wow, that is amazing. You are well accomplished too.
thank you. Just doing what I love to do.
Definitely. So now that, obviously you went to Berkeley, talk about that experience going to the college that you envisioned yourself going to ever since the age of 10.
Since yes. So well, just a little backstory. Well, I've always known that I wanted to be a musician, but I wasn't sure in which branch I wanted. Music
Right.
industry is so huge, from business to music therapy to video game scoring, everything production. It's
Right.
a very wide range, but at the end of the day, it's still a business. You got to be in a business. You got to understand how the business works and things like that. So, I'm the only musician in my family, of course. But my parents have been very supportive. Of course, along the way, I had mentors that guided me and showed me, things. And that helped me develop myself as a musician and also as a person.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
um, I went to Berkeley. Um, I did double major. So I transferred 55 credits there. And for me, I wanted to absorb as much as I could. The reason why I chose Berkeley, because out of so many colleges, um, I'm one person that is very much passionate about anything that is to do with music. So that college has a lot of versatility, like a lot of different choices. They had 12 majors at least. So from there, I like to excel in whatever I do, especially when it comes to something that I'm very passionate about, which is music.
Right.
Um, and I feel like going to Berkeley would give me a very strong footing before I really start working professionally. So, and also just to pay it forward for my family who have been supportive. They invested in me a lot since I was a kid. So I've always wanted to pay it forward. So I'm a go-getter in that sense as well. So I did double major. One is called contemporary writing and production, which
Okay.
encompasses like the writing path and production stuff, which has like the arrangement, the orchestration, writing for big band, ensemble, orchestra, and then production. You have studio writing, how to mix, how to produce a track, and things like that. Just a lot of insights. How is it like working in a studio environment? And you have, you know different concerts as well. And then I also dual majored in music business and management. So I chose the management track, which taught me about record company and operations, the contract stuff, touring management, you know everything, um sponsorship, the legal contracts, all these things. They are very important to me. So,
Right.
but I took that more to prepare myself and have a very good insight of from professionals who are professors. Um, excuse me, who are professionals, um, to really learn about what actually goes on in today's world. You know,
Right.
Today's business model, they cannot be the same as like what 40 years ago, although the core is the same, but like you have to be relevant. You got to be able to know how to keep up, right? um Learning, taking the old, bringing in the new. So that goes into me
Exactly.
as well. So I did those two majors. But for general electives, I took all the performance studies and jazz studies and stuff like that. I still love to perform. I think to me, you want to be a musician, you gotta know how to perform. And for me, performing is a lifelong thing. So to make the most of my time there, I didn't want to take performance major because I want to be versatile, and that's really who I am. It took me a while to really see that and really embrace that, only in my recent years, to really be honest with, okay, this is what I love to do. And writing to performing, I love everything equally the same. I can't give up one for the other. Maybe the only difference is I have different phases in my career, you know. But you always gotta be a good player too. I like to be a music director. I'm very passionate about being a support system, being a team player. That's what I really love doing. Basically, I just love music. Full stop. Yeah.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
I can tell, I can definitely tell that you love music because only a person really passionate about their craft, um, this category being music, would only, embrace, like you say, so many multitude of, departments when it comes to the music business, to from being an arranger to a composer to a producer and just being able to play an instrument. That's very important. And you even played in I've seen you not played, I'm sorry. You've been in the orchestra, played in the orchestra. Like that is amazing. Like what is the difference? Tell me the difference when it comes to the experience of playing um the piano in the orchestra environment opposed to like maybe like a I guess like a concert environment.
Like a concert environment.
Yes.
Okay, well, I have not played in like a real orchestra, like as a player in a real orchestra, not really, but I have
Okay.
been an arranger and a conductor for an orchestra. Yes.
Hey,
That
that's big. That's huge.
yeah, thank you.
Salute.
I remember, well, the idea of arranging and orchestration, I believe I got it from my mom. I think like an engineer, although I'm a musician, but I reverse engineer a lot. So I'm able to see blocks in blocks. I can't really describe in words, but even little subtle elements I can see and hear it, and I'm always constantly developing that. And with writing and playing with people, it's like communication with people, right? You want to build up your language, Spanish or English or whatever. You got to keep doing it, and then you interact with people. That's how you improve. So it's like a language as well in itself.
Yeah,
So my experience, let me just give you a little backstory again.
yeah.
So
Take your time. Take
um,
your time.
I in Berkeley, I wanted to, well, again for my portfolio, and I just really wanted to get hands-on experience to push myself further. I love to learn anything. So I remember my first time, it was 2016. I got chosen to arrange one of those Carlos Gardel's tango classics. So it was like
Okay.
those Argentinian classics, contemporary. I had to make a contemporary arrangement of the medley of these classics.
Wow.
Uh, and it was for Astor Piazzolla's composer's concert. Pablo Ziegler. He's a Latin Grammy composer. He's an amazing tango pianist. So it was for that concert. So I was chosen to do the orchestral arrangement. It was my first time ever having to write an arrangement for a live setting, and I had to write for about 35 to 40 piece orchestra and conduct, and it was a medley. So I remember my first rehearsal. It was nerve wracking, but to hear like the arrangement coming to life, it was very touching for me personally. It was about like my scores were about over 40 pages for an
Mm,
image. um and that was my very first time. It was definitely um a very humbling experience. And then within the same week as well, um i I was chosen to arrange for this Chinese American superstar. His name is Wang Lihong. He's
okay.
basically a very big Taiwanese Chinese in China, Taiwanese Chinese market. Chinese pop. He's known as the king of Chinese pop. East meets West.
Okay.
He grew up in New York. I grew up heavily on a lot of Chinese pop. I speak so basically I speak three languages: English, Mandarin, and Malay, my native language. So when I went to Chinese school, I grew up on a lot of Chinese pop, which
Mm,
has a it's a conglomeration of the gospel 90s R&B, that fusion sound. So I subconsciously grew up on that without knowing that, oh, that was the 90s R&B. So there was a lot of crossover going on. So growing up on this artist and being chosen to arrange and reorchestrate one of his classics, my childhood song, it was very, very humbling. And he was, yeah, he was here for the Berkeley doctorate, honorary doctorate certificate or something like that. um
Mhm.
it was held at Boston Symphony Hall. So this
Mhm.
that Symphony Hall was one of those the most, prestigious location ever. So
Right.
to be able to perform that and conduct, and he was singing my arrangement on there. So it was
Wow.
just a very humbling experience altogether. So those were the two most, for me, most memorable experiences for myself. There were other experiences, of course, but these two were the particular humbling experience, because those were my first two, and it was great, the experience.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
Great.
once I graduated, I moved to New York. I was in Boston. I moved here, and then I was touring for a while, touring as a keyboardist. So I was playing. So the difference for me between playing and orchestrating, playing is like in a band is different setting. Where you're playing, you're interacting real time. Orchestration, you have to prepare the actual arrangement first, and then you conduct. But it all comes in full circle for me, because when you're accompanying somebody, it comes from a place of maturity as well, communicating. So the more you write and the more you produce, you hear things, you know what to play. It's an art, basically. Performing, writing, they all go hand in hand. When I play, I think like an orchestra. Like, like
Yeah.
want to feel subtle elements, is you just gotta play music. Just it's an expression, right?
Right. Right.
Learn to embrace what you're feeling and allow yourself to be the channel to for the sounds to travel. You know, that's my own personal mantra.
That's nice. And I mean, it's just I'm gonna go back to my word. I'm gonna just make this the word of the day. Just amazing. Because like it's one thing to be in the zone. I'm an artist myself. I'm a spoken word artist 20 years now, and it's one thing to be in a zone, like, but you in a whole nother zone to be able to play an instrument, think about what another person is doing while they playing the instrument, like you can hear, like I'm asking, like, can you hear while you're playing the instrument? Can you hear like a maybe a mistake with multiple people playing instruments?
Um, I mean, if it's yeah, my ears are very sensitive. Like I try not to let it be. I mean, even if I hear it, you just gotta be professional. It's just
Right.
do your job. Only speak when you have to. If it's your position to speak, then you speak. If you don't, then just gotta be professional. That's all for me. I'm just here to do my job. I'm not here to vibe anybody. I'm just here to see. Everybody makes mistakes. That's why it's called rehearsal. Even in
Right.
music itself, like everybody makes mistakes. It's like life, right? You kind of
Yeah.
bring that that expression of life into music. Music is like the whole life journey. You Nothing is perfect. That's why
Right.
there's the first take and the second take won't be the same. If they're the same, you're not human. That's what it is to
Right.
me. You just got to be honest with your sound.
Absolutely. I love that. That's right. And that's real talk too. Just be honest with yourself, you know what I mean? Don't front, you know. But yeah, again, I'm just really impressed by, your multitude of, talents, when it comes to music and things of that nature. And what I mean,
Thank you.
and you really just, you're welcome. And you really just, you didn't like sit back and like, say that, okay, I can do this. Hey, I'm gonna go and, promote myself, like, and speak up to the right people, to the point to where you network, to the point to where you had the opportunity to work with, if I can say her name right, Maria. No.
Oh,
Marnina.
mm, the artist Marina.
Yeah, yeah. The
Right,
electro pop.
right, Marina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How awesome was that? Because she's really doing her thing as well. So,
she's
with
yeah,
yeah, please.
she's amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so did you all making music together?
I just played for her for the desert concert. It was the drummer who was the musical director, Fabian Egger. He's a good friend of mine. We kept in touch, and then he called me for that gig. So for that one production for that concert in the desert, it was a one of the most challenging gigs for me because on a different level, because it's just very different. I just love music, but to be in that setting, how we played, we rehearsed, we had in-ears in with the desert and the whole setup, the tech
Yeah.
setup. It was a very different environment for the first time for a very mass production that I did like this on this scale. So the pressure was high, but just have fun at the end of the day. It was a very nice experience for me.
Hey, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's always nice to when things go well, despite um it's challenging. So despite you said it was very challenging for you, but you had fun. So what do you do, and what advice can you give to other musicians when the job becomes very challenging, but you have to remind yourself back to the aura, to the core, I mean, of where it starts. It's about having fun, it's about the love, it's about what you do, it's about the passion, it's about the connection. So, how do you cross over? What do you do to help yourself when you're having trouble, when you feeling challenged or overwhelmed with the music in the moment?
I think for me the most it wasn't it was challenging in the sense that there were tech and stuff setting up there for me. I didn't want any errors to be, like we're playing to the click, the track, everybody, there's a lot of tech set up there. And
Okay.
on like 15 songs with your sounds, gotta have the right
Mhm.
sounds when you switch over. The switching over from one song to the other and like being very sharp and memorize everything was
Excuse me.
um it was what I love to do, but what I'm saying to really nail it and to always maintain that mindset while you have fun and just don't zone out because you have to really focus. It was very challenging because of like it was a very massive production for me in
Yeah.
that sense. And the pressure was high. So for me how to do it is just have fun. Of course just have fun. You gotta believe in yourself more than, I mean, it's simple as it sounds. It's not an easy thing to do. You need to believe and embrace in what you are putting out, as long as you're honest. Every sound that you play has gotta be honest,
Mm.
and whatever you play is an expression. And for me, the honesty and understanding how is about like how what you go through in life, right? For me, um the understanding of pain in life, you know, like what you go through. You won't understand how to really play the blues a line until you really go through and you understand the depth of pain. Everybody has different forms of pain, but how do you look at life? How do you really look at it and be honest with whatever you're going through? Once you look at life from that perspective, bring it into your music, subconsciously embrace who you are, you would have a sound slowly. You of course when you start out you have to kind of imitate mimic some people, but that's how you study from the greats. But you need to know how to talk through your fingers, the touch. That's your instrument. An instrument may be a great instrument, but if the person doesn't know how to maneuver around it, it's not gonna sound as great as it's supposed to sound. Yeah.
Very good. Very well spoken. Very well said. Great advice.
Thank you.
I like that. I like that. So, what I mean, if you don't mind, I'm gonna jump around a little bit, what I mean, from, just having, typical conversation to, asking about your early life. to, maybe some of your inspirations to, like right now, who are some of your artists right now that you listen to that you gain inspiration from?
I have a very huge spectrum, but right now,
Yeah, yeah.
um, I love Lau Mace. Uh, he's the pianist, late pianist from Pat Martini Group. I love that sound, the world jazz sound. Vince
Mm,
Mendoza, hands down. Vince Mendoza, who conducted and arranged for Metropole Orchestra. One of my dreams, biggest dreams, is to write for Metropole Orchestra. Whether as a player or arranger, I don't know, but I just want to perform with them and to actually meet Vince Mendoza, or just just have some sort of interaction with this composer, because his arrangements are just phenomenal to me, very fresh. And his drummer Peter Erskine is just one of those legendary drummers. Vince Mendoza, Lau Mace, with the current pianist that I can resonate with, Christian Sands,
mm,
hands down. Christian Sands, this other phenomenal Sri Lankan pianist. He's Mahesh. He's a Sri Lankan piano player in LA. He's played with all the cats, but he's one of my favorite. I have different influences when it comes to like gospel. I love gospel. Like from Yolanda Adams to Marvin Sapp, Israel Houghton, the Clark sisters, um,
mm,
Hezekiah Walker,
mm.
just to name a few. Of course, Stevie
Mhm.
Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire. I love that sound. Um,
Yeah.
and Music Soul Child, Eric Benet, Casey and JoJo,
Mhm.
New Edition, all these cats. Everybody. What else? I mean, just to think from the top of my head.
You're good. You're good. Just off the top of your head. You
Yeah,
just named like 10 American legends off the top of your head, just like that. That was nice.
thank you.
Hey, so yeah, so just you have a really good taste in music, obviously, you know what I mean? So I can see why you're so great because you listen to the greats. I wasn't familiar, unfortunately, with some of the artists that you named in the beginning, but I'm gonna learn today because I can rewind this and then I'm saying I can go back and I can research and Google these people. Because I know they're extraordinary people themselves. And you're just building one heck of a legacy. Tell me about what happened on June the 14th on the late night.
Oh, June 14th. Oh, Seth Meyers show. Okay, that was we well, so basically we it was a tape we recorded since we were recording. It was a live stream. That's a show. So we also recorded a segment for the late night TV show, because it's pandemic style right now.
Right.
So it's not like where you perform like on Good Morning America at that time. You went for sound check in person. This was more like, we were at a venue. We were there at the desert, so we taped it for a segment for Seth Meyers. So that was
Mm.
that experience. It was after we finished the live streaming concert, then we just did an additional. Was it after or before we did? Yeah, a segment for the Seth Meyers show. Yeah,
Yeah, well, still, congratulations. That's awesome to
thank
be
you.
on the late night show. You know what I mean?
We appreciate
Despite
that.
I know, yeah, definitely. I know it wasn't the experience that you were the in-person experience that everyone awaits to be on late night, what I mean, and in person on that TV show. But what I mean, you still had that experience in the daytime, like you say, with Good Morning America. So talk a little bit about that opportunity. And
Oh, Good Morning America. Oh, go on. Sorry.
no, please talk about ABC, Good Morning America
Good Morning
experience.
America. Well, as you can see, Good Morning America. So the show started at like in the morning. Our sound check was at 3, 4 a.m.
Wow,
So
3:40. Yikes.
yeah, they had a hotel. At the time, that was that period of time, 2018, that was when I met Taylor. Um,
Mm.
yeah, my girl, my sis from another mother. We're tight. So anyway, so at that time I was with her. We were in the same band, female band. Um, she no, I mean the sound check was like 3, 4 a.m. They had a hotel for us next to the building, so we were staying there overnight, like from 10. I remember I was there like nighttime, and I stayed.
Okay.
I started getting dressed a little bit because only one or two bathrooms, so I started
Okay.
getting dressed at like 1, 2 a.m. just to get a little bit done, and then 3, 4 a.m. was sound check. So sound check, in ears, test, and then we had to get dressed. And then they had like a little dressing room, so they did make up for some of us. And then at 6:45, I believe, then we were on, but we had to be on standby, and that was the experience. And then when it was done, I got home at 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay,
Wow.
like I'm supposed to be sleeping, but it's like
You
broad
forget it.
daylight. Yeah, I remember I went home, I worked out instead of like sleeping, you know. But it was cool. It was a really nice experience, definitely. Yeah.
Hey, that's really cool. That's really cool. You know what I mean? But yikes, you know what I mean? Three something in the morning, sound check. Who wants to do that? But hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what makes you so disciplined, and how did you become so disciplined? I'm gonna go back again to the age of 10. How you been just so disciplined and steady and focused for the next 16 years?
I, I, I mean, I don't know, but that's just one answer. I would say passion, love, the drive for something that you are passionate about is an art. If you love something, go for it. I've always been a go-getter, very
Mm,
much a go-getter. Since I was a very young kid, and my parents fashioned me, and the way they encouraged me just kind of enhanced everything. And the older I become, the of course my love for music just grows every day, stronger and stronger. It will never die because I know I'm always very hungry. I'm always I always have a very insatiable thirst for knowledge, for growth. So, there's a saying, you learn till you die. So
yeah,
that's how I live. And
perfect.
so when you love something, you go for it. Especially when you have people who supported you from before, your family who actually were so supportive, and friends, mentors. To me, I have a very strong support system always for people who believe in me. And I want to pay it forward. And someday I want to be that support for somebody too. Yeah.
Absolutely. I heard that. Well, you've been doing an excellent, extraordinary job. You know what I mean? Incredible job. So,
Thank you.
just continue to just keep up the hard work and, just, hey, bravo to you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Because, it's hard to stay on track. You know what I mean? I speak from experience. You know what I mean? I just recently turned 41 years old. I'm so grateful to being here for 41 years. So, you know what I mean? That's just been a incredible experience. But during my time in this industry, what I mean, I have gotten off track. But if I would have been able to stay focused like you or maybe the next person, there's no limit to the things that this industry can bring. You know what I mean? When you can bring talent, especially to the table. So that's why I just have even more respect for people like yourself, no matter the age, because what I mean, you stuck with it. You were disciplined, and what I mean, you ignored the temptations enough to be able to get the job done and to just be excellent. And that's just what you are. And so, Shereen, it is
Thank,
just so fun to get to know you right now.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So tell me, like, what's one of your other hobbies? Outside of music, what do you do? What does Shereen do?
I used to, I don't know actually. I mean, it's very common hobbies. It's just still music. But I've learned to kind of know how to disconnect myself from music, because like it's still work. My mind goes on overdrive.
Mm,
I would sleep on ideas and ideas and ideas, and like my mind would just never rest. I can't do that.
mm,
I need to rest for to be more productive.
right.
So, well, I have a group of friends that I hang on Zoom, like virtually, just to talk. We don't really go out as much because of the pandemic, but we are all in different places, so we just kind of talk, and we always have a very healthy space for ourselves to do work as well from home. I like to talk, network with people, and just have conversations, or for me, just Netflix, and just watch a movie or
Yeah.
eat, working out. I used to have more time to want to read. I love to read. When I was younger, I read a lot of fiction. But now I don't really have as much time as I used to have. I would hope to get back to it again if I have the space. But pretty much,
Absolutely.
yeah, just that.
Well, you have a long life ahead of you, so I think you'll be able to take some time to read
Thank
again.
you.
So knowing that you were a reader, me, what was one of the influential books that you read when you were younger, prior to the age of 10 years old?
Oh,
Because something did it. It must have been something you read since you was a big reader. Something triggered something. It was a trigger. Something happened. I'm trying to get to the trigger. I'm trying to get to the core. We're gonna get to the flame. Like what sparked this? And we're gonna get to this today. We got time. You got time? Hey, I got time. I already
I,
did my shit today.
I've never actually had anyone asking me that question, so I've never actually given this a thought. Um,
It's a new day. As I say the show.
I have read a lot of Annie Blyton's, Annie Blyton, one of those like children's books.
Yeah.
Uh, I can't particularly remember. Um, I didn't read a lot of those more common classics and stuff, but I mean, it was a lot of books. I don't really exactly
I'm
remember.
just saying, like something made you believe in the dream, believe in what you saw at the tender age of 10 years old. So I'm trying to see who said something to you, what stuck to the wall when you threw it up against the wall and it stuck. Like, what was it?
Maybe it's some Disney show. It's more like a Disney,
Hey,
like this. One of those little kids. Okay, one
yeah,
of those.
no, I mean, that's why
Well,
I want you to
there
keep it
was
100.
Hannah Montana. There was Hannah Montana. There was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. There was Lizzie McGuire. Probably that one. Lizzie McGuire, the movie where she became like the star. Probably one of those. Princess Diaries as well. A go-getter. Those strong women figure. Um,
Right.
and I love this old Taiwanese female band. They go by SHE. So I used to, I mean, just loving music. I'm like, okay, I see the concerts. I'm like, yeah, I want to be
Yeah.
like that. But I never knew that. Now I want to be. I don't know. I just want to do music. That's all. I just want to do whatever that comes. I'm available for everything. So
Absolutely. I heard that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
yeah.
I'm
No,
just trying.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, please. You.
It's not so much about a book that triggered me. It's more about those Disney princess movies.
Hey, see, this is the type of footage that only you're gonna get on I Said It show. Y'all not gonna hear Shereen talk about Disney movies because she's all about her music. But today I got her to talk about Disney. I said it.
I love Disney. I would love to be I would love to be on one of those Disney productions one day. It's still one of the bucket list. It's on my bucket list. So, I mean, I love Disney. The music is great. Lion
Yeah,
King, all these music, you know.
yeah, absolutely. It was inspirational music, inspirational sounds, musical arranged of sounds was inspirational.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, so me, we are really learning a lot about you, and I really just appreciate you to staying open and allow our audience to just learn more about me, Cheong.
No problem. Pleasure.
Absolutely. And I've been very rude. I'm so sorry. You over there looking like a superstar. You look very beautiful today too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I've been very rude. I apologize. I usually compliment my guests at the beginning of the show, but I'm 42 minutes late. My bad.
Yeah, I don't see it as anything being rude or whatever. You could.
Hey, so tell me this: being in New York, um, like a mecca when it comes to music, especially hip hop. But you know what I mean? How is it? You know what I mean? The culture of because you like predominantly like jazz. Is that correct?
I I love personally. I
Yeah,
love
like
the
predominantly.
well jazz, R&B, gospel stuff.
Right.
The
Okay.
pop,
Jazz,
yeah,
R&B,
pop song.
gospel. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So how would you compare the culture of jazz, R&B, that you just said it, but yeah, how would you compare those, you know, what I mean, the culture of that music to other cities around the world?
Uh, you mean from New York, like New
Yeah.
York compared to other cities, at least within the
y-
states?
Yeah.
I love New York because New York has a certain grit. The East Coast, especially, it comes from New York, Detroit. This sound, Chicago. Like it's got a certain grit there. Honesty that,
Mm,
in my opinion, that the West Coast this that the West Coast won't have. Not to say that the West Coast sound is not good, but for me, I think being in New York, because of how the city is, the sound from here and the sound versus there, they're very different. Hollywood is more like, it feels like it's more like, okay, perfection, clean, and like it's clean, but it sounds good. I'm not saying that doesn't sound good to me. It sounds good, but you can see the difference, like a production that comes out of the East Coast and the West Coast. And also you can see, I mean, even British itself as well, in Britain, England,
right.
the sound that comes out from there, like to me it's just a preference. It's nothing wrong. It's just like, okay, um every region has kind of its own sound there. Even Malaysia has, like, okay, its own sound. Every country is about the nature of the country, like, or the culture is very different. But I resonate a lot with the New York vibe because of, life is very much in your face, honesty. So I love New York for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very nice. You know what I mean? I knew I was gonna get something special, you know what I mean, when I asked you that question about New York music. Yeah, you know what I mean? You haven't let me down. You have definitely not let our audience down. You are coming with it straight up. And I really appreciate these answers and these rebuttals to my questions straight up.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, so let me ask you this too. If you could make music with anybody in the world right now, one person for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Her.
Who?
Her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Her?
Yeah.
Why her?
To me, she's the voice of our generation right now.
Mm.
I mean, of course, if you want me to name, there is a very long list, actually.
Yeah, yeah, no, but one person.
But one person as of now, like
One,
talking about longevity and like every factor and everything, like
yeah.
in today's world, her, for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice,
I would love.
nice. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Please go ahead. Ladies
No,
first.
no, no.
I'm a gentleman. I'm not gonna say anything.
I,
Ladies first.
I completed my sentence.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's your favorite song of hers?
Definitely best part for me. That one is like one of the classics for me. Her other stuff, they are really nice, but that one really particularly stood out to me. It's just very raw for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. I'm not familiar with all of her tracks, but
Bruno
when
Mars is really nice as well. Bruno Mars.
yeah, Bruno Mars is very talented.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is really nice. These are the two for me. Like that. Like we're talking about the current artists that I really listen
Right,
to, like the top
right.
40s, like Billboard. These are the two that I resonate with. I mean, they have Not to say like they make the old school relevant in today's world. Let's put it that
Mm.
way.
How about there's going to be a new track in 2022 featuring Bruno Mars, her, and Shereen Cheong, right?
Yeah, yeah.
2022, I said it. Let's make it happen.
Lord willing, I don't know. I mean, let's see where things take me. I don't know. Just gotta keep doing music and just keep working. Yeah.
That's right. Just keep working, and when you keep working, doors keep opening. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, I like to just continue to just celebrate you. And at this time, I want to show a few pictures of some of your history and some of your legacy that you're building. And maybe you can speak a little bit about the picture when I bring it on the screen, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So first, um, if you may.
This is Pastor Joe, my family in Boston.
Okay.
This family, so basically it's a church that I attend, Marshall Fellowship Church in Boston. He is the pastor, Pastor Joseph, and his wife, Pastor Ophelia, and the associate pastor, Pastor Mike, Pastor Jamila. So
Mm.
them, in that church and the other people in the church community, they are my family here. I don't have any direct families and relatives in the States. I'm the only one here. I moved here all the way from the other side of the world. So
Wow.
and they are always a very strong support system for me. And when I had a show in Boston, he came out. So it's like I'm 26, but it's nice to kind of have like adult figures around my life as role models to keep myself accountable and grounded. Because entertainment industry is like you gotta be very grounded if you want to make it. You just gotta have integrity in whatever you do. You know, and
Absolutely.
just be very grounded, extremely grounded, and you will go far. That's for me. Honesty and being genuine.
Mm.
So he's a very dear. He's family to me. So this is they mean a lot to me. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, this is you with a large group of people, so this may be challenging. So we're gonna test your brain, test your memory.
Yeah, this was 2020 January. So I was just subbing for the lady next to me to my left. Um,
Okay.
she's from Malaysia as well. So I was subbing for this off Broadway show early 2020 called Good Morning New York. She couldn't make it, so I was subbing for like the opening show and five of four other shows. So this was
Wow.
the opening night. It was in down West Village, Manhattan, Players Theater. This was 2020 January, before the pandemic and all the lockdown. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. You seem very, very happy here as well.
Yes, this was the one I told you about, Pablo Ziegler, the first time I ever had to write for an orchestra. This was the
Okay.
concert.
Okay.
This was the guy, the composer, the
Mm.
piano player, the tango pianist. This was 5 years ago.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Well, I tend to try to surprise my guests with a few pictures from their past.
Sure, bring it on.
Okay. This made this a little bit more modern.
This one. Well, I just got out of. Well, these are some ladies just being there to support them, and
Oh, okay.
coincidentally, we kind of matched, so we took a picture. So it was uh with a lot of hate crime going on with the Asian hate crime. So the lady to the right, her name is Lulu. She's a fantastic composer as well, pianist. So she had a few connections with the Chinese organization here or something to raise funds. So it was like a charitable concert and raising awareness concert for
Oh,
the Asian community as well. Um, so she was one of the MD, and the lady to my left, she was a singer. The one to my right, she was the pianist as well, one of the pianists. I just came to support. I was supposed to play, but I was in LA. So I this this morning, this day of the concert, I literally just got off the plane, just got back landed in New York, and I came. Yeah.
Mm,
Yep.
nice. Appreciate it. Okay. So this was gonna cheer you up too.
Yeah, this was Fabian, the MD for Marinas.
Oh, I remember you said Fabian.
Yeah, this is the guy. Long time friend. So this
Okay,
was
cool.
like we happened to wear red, and Nord was there, so we were like, let's take a picture.
Nice, nice. He looks very tall.
Uh, he's about. He's not that much taller than me. He's 5'2".
Just the angle. He looks like a giant compared to
Nah.
you. Okay. What about here?
Yeah, Terrence to my right, that's the bass player for Marina. To my left,
Okay.
that's Marina.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
That's a VV as well, as you saw just now. This was one of them. Make Music New York concert. She needed a company, so she got me on this. One of the, yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. Congrats.
Thank you. This
Welcome.
is Jackie's boy. I've been working with him for the past a year and a half, actually. So I started out with him uh more on the business side of things. So basically, he's also known as Carlos Beatty. He's written for Justin Bieber, Madonna, Charlie Wilson, Chris Brown, to name a few. Um, and he's a very phenomenal songwriter himself. So he has a label called Big Circle Music Group, which I'm a part of. So I started more on the business end of things. We do, PR in our stuff, and we do the, like a label. So really building out together.
Right.
And me his right hand. And in the past, so pandemic, there was not much you could do with live shows. So um, recently, to apart from the business end of things right now, he also made me his MD, like to develop for live shows. So basically, the idea is to get Jackie's boy band with female musicians. So I had to gather some female musicians. So, I mean, he was also on the lookout. And when he said, "Okay, let's build a female band," the first person I thought of was obviously Taylor. So we go way back. So I got Taylor on this gig as well. So just
Oh,
how
nice.
we played together again. Yeah, it was
Very
amazing.
nice. That was very nice of you.
Yeah.
Um, yes, I seen Jackie Boy was on the charts too.
Yeah, yeah. From number 8 last week, yeah, they jumped to number 2. Amazing. If
Yeah,
you
they
haven't checked
that's
out No Lifeguard, go check it out. And there was a single that came out last week too called "Wear You Out." It's really dope. It's a vibe. It's really nice.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And congratulations, again to your diligence and everything you've been doing to just, connecting with the right people, obviously.
Thank you.
So that's good. And these people, I'm sure, it's a pleasure for them to work with you as well because, it's a pleasure for me to be interviewing you right now. You have a very delightful spirit, And
Thank you.
I
Appreciate it.
just yeah, absolutely. I keep 100. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really proud of you. So, just keep up the great work and the fact that you're only 26 and you so accomplished already. It's just like so many bright. The future is so bright. So I'm just I'm anxious as well as you are to see what's to come. You know what I mean? As well as I'm anxious to see what to come is as I continue to challenge myself to see what I can continue to do in this world,
Yeah, definitely.
in this whole universe.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So tell me this. You are so during this pandemic, how has it been for you? And how have you been able to, again, just continue to stay grounded? and be there for other people to help them, your family, maybe to stay grounded. Because I can see that you're a rock. I can see that you're very strong. You're probably like one of the rocks in your family that people come to for advice and to lean on. So how have you been able to just maintain and remain focused during this pandemic and be there for others?
It's not easy, I would say. Especially during a pandemic, things are not as easy, of course. I love to go out. And I definitely know that it's not easy when you are like doing lockdown, you don't really get to go out. It's hard. Um, for me, how have I been able to stay grounded? Well, for me, definitely, my faith. Um, reading scriptures has helped me. Prayer, definitely. Um, if not, it has. I mean, that's the reason why I've always been able to be more grounded. Have my center. It's very important, you know. And I have music. I have my instruments to express. So that has helped me in a lot of ways. And I also, while being there for people, I also have friends, one or two that actually I have supported me. I have mentors as well. While people come to me, I also have people that I could open up to as well. They're not necessarily here, but thank God for internet. You know, you can talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Phone call away.
Yep,
Yeah, that's how it be. And so that's good. And it's good to have someone to be able to talk to. That's very, very important,
yep,
especially during these times, these very unique times that we're experiencing as a culture, as a community, as a society. What I mean? Everyone is experiencing the same thing. It doesn't matter, if you white, black, Asian, Hispanic, no matter what your background is, COVID does not discriminate. And it's just crazy.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. But we shall overcome and we can, continue to just break through this, I believe. And I think that it's gonna be the grass gonna be greener and the sun gonna be brighter when it's all said and done. We're gonna be a better united as a people.
Yep,
Yeah, that's what I would like to believe.
yep. Just
you know,
gotta do what you gotta do.
right.
Yeah.
In that order. In that order. So I was waiting a little bit before I showed this beautiful picture of you, Taylor, and two other beautiful young ladies. Talk
Yeah.
about this experience in this picture, please.
It was amazing because I remember how well Taylor and I flew in from New York. The other two were in LA. So Ariel is the one to my left. She's the guitarist. The one to my far left, that's the bassist, Paulina. So she was a sub. There was supposed to be another bass player, and she couldn't make it because she had COVID. So
Mm,
this was kind of last minute. But prior to this, I like things very organized. So you know, being an MD, like I just want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So I prepared the chart, and having the chart would kind of um have like about, say, 50% of the information that I want to convey, like chord changes, arrangements, and hits or whatever, on paper. Especially if for drummer, I know Taylor would read, just so that everybody's more together, the form of the song. Like a sub
right.
when she comes in, so it's like, okay, it's easier to kind of go through together. Hits, and these musicians were really phenomenal. And you know Taylor and I go way back, so we have already had that tightness. We miss each other, so like when we played together again, it was like, tight. We have a very strong friendship there. So it comes through in our playing, and all of us just hit off. Our energy was just very great there, and we went through all 14 songs in less than 48 hours. So I think it's really amazing, commendable to all of them, and for Jackie's boy and everybody for holding it down too. Means a lot to be entrusted with somebody's songs, and to help bring it to life.
That is amazing. How many songs one more time?
There were 14 songs.
Wow, 14 tracks, huh?
It's not how to say, um everything is a learning curve for me. Anything that is an opportunity to grow, every sort of work is always an opportunity to learn, to grow. It's something
Uh,
that drive there, that reward there is not a monetary reward. So it's a own personal thing. You have to have a right mindset. Again, drive, passion. You gotta have it. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That order. And salute to the super talented Taylor Moore also.
Yep.
Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? One of my Chicago associates.
Yeah, Chicago.
That time.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, you've been doing so many awesome things, and again, I'm just so proud of you. You know what I mean? So what's next, and talk about this new music project that you have coming up,
Oh,
that you was promoting on your Instagram.
oh, with the artists. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, she and I go way back. One of my best friends too. She's a Malaysian artist. If you want to know more about traditional Malay, like Malaysian music, Malay music, she's the person to call. She's very nice. Inflections, her tone is very unique to me, and her melody, she's very nice. She was classically trained, but she sings very well. So
Yeah.
we actually met in Berkeley.
Mm.
Some of my Malaysian friends, junior, she was moving in 2017. So my last semester there, it was her first semester in Berkeley. So she was staying at my friend's house. So every time during break time, if I had a short break, I would just call her, "Hey, can I come?" Because she lives like directly opposite Berkeley, so it's just nice to hang. She has a nice living area, and she makes really nice curry, like our food. So we just hit off like that. And then one time she was like, "Hey, I need help with this," and I started playing with her. So musically, we have clicked for a long time, and with a strong friendship. So we did a song together. I produced and played piano and did orchestration on it as well. It was released 3 years ago. So during the pandemic, she wrote a song as well. She evolved. I've evolved. So she was just doing this song. In Malay, it's called Cinta Pertama. It literally translates as first love. So she's just writing her experience. Um,
Mm.
and so she sent me the track, and then she was like, "Hey, these are some ideas," and then I basically just clean up everything, and like I think like an engineer again. So uh
Okay.
we did together. So she wrote the lyrics, and then we kind of made tweaks here and there, and then I did the book arrangement. I sent her my ideas, and then I produced her virtually via Zoom, and so it's coming on in August basically. So I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a while since the both of us did something, so that's like a little passion project that both of us did.
Okay. Do you mind if I play the sample that you had on your
Yeah, of
Instagram?
course. Go ahead, of course.
Okay. Well, here it goes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that was a snippet.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was nice. It was very smooth, and it was soothing,
Oh, thank you.
very soothing,
Yeah,
relaxing.
yeah.
Nice. And you said that's like that's considered Malaysian music,
I mean, that's in my national language, but then like it's the R&B elements there. Like it's more
right?
R&B. It's not um. It's I mean it's in my national language, but there's a lot of crossover there.
Oh, okay, okay, understood. Let me see. So let me ask you this. In closing, again, you've done so many things. You're so accomplished, even at the tender age, and yeah, still tender of 26 years old. That is amazing. That you've done
Thank
so
you.
much. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
But yeah, that's still young, and so that's great. And so you know what I mean. What aspirations do you have? you know what I mean, to continue to do in this industry that's outside of your comfort zone?
Outside of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
I believe everything is always outside of my comfort zone. Anything that I want to take on, they're always going to be outside of my comfort zone. I love to be challenged.
Yeah.
I've always loved to be challenged. Um, the harder the things are, the more I'll take it for me. That's my
Mm.
personality. Um, and I want to have my own business of some sort in the next 5 years at least. And I know where I want to be. I want to be an endorsed either Roland or Nord artist. I want to be music director for a few artists, have my team of people. I don't know where things would lead, but depending on, sometimes in 1 year or 2 years, your mentality might change. But I definitely
Mm.
want to have my production house business of some sort that encompasses production, artist development, and booking along these lines. Maybe I don't know. But I know what I want is by the time in the 5 years, I want to have very solid connections in the industry where I can really utilize connections and just help people grow too and just do what I love, and I bring up my family. You know, I want to
Right.
financially provide my own. I want to have my own family as well, and I want to be that example for my kids to do music and still, you can be stable. You just got to keep doing it. It's not impossible. You just got to be very driven. That's my
Mm.
philosophy. Yeah. And I want to just keep doing music, and I want to have my own album. I want to I want to do a lot of things actually. But that's
Yeah, I
where
see
yeah,
you. I see
that's where I see myself at in the next 5 years. Somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Yeah.
you. How about everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, whatever that comes, if it's meant for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, then you move on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta be. That's exactly how you have to move. You know what I mean? You can't hold on to something that or force feed yourself to something that you know what I mean that your spirit's not welcome to.
Yep.
So, we gotta be careful and just, really do what we feel and not what we hear or what we see always.
Yep.
So you've been doing an excellent job again at that. Extraordinary. You are super incredible. Super salute to you. I'm
Thank
very proud of you, Shereen. You know what I mean? You done just, a great job of just being consistent, like I say from the beginning. And I just wanna wish you the best toward your future endeavors and hope that all of your dreams and your ambitions, come to, fruition, you know what I mean, sooner than you can even imagine or foresee in the future. So, you know what I mean, I just wanna wish, what I mean, safety and all of that, you know what I mean, good health and just continue to just make great music. I'm very proud of you, and just I look forward to meeting you in person one day. What can I say? Hey,
thank you so much. Appreciate the well wishes, and likewise, same to you. All the best. Stay safe. And yeah, thank you so much for the well wishes, and thank you so much for having me on here as well. It's been a pleasure getting to know you on here. Thank you.
thank you, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Blessings to you.
Likewise.
All right, take care. Oh yeah, one question.
Yes.
Who would you like to see on this show? You
On
don't
your
have to tell me. You can send them to me. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? After I have a celebrity guest, always ask like, who would you like to see on this show? You know what I mean? Maybe it's someone that who deserves to just, you know what I mean, continue to be heard or their gift or craft to be highlighted and they don't really get they never get to shine the light on them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be like a famous person, you know what I'm saying, like that, but just well accomplished as well. Someone that has already also make history or building their legacy, a strong legacy. So hey, send them my way. We here now.
definitely.
We in Chicago. All
Yep.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Peace to you though. Peace, Queen.
Likewise.
Blessings. Salute.
Thank
Be safe out there. Have a
thank you.
great day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Peace. Bye. And thank you for everyone that tuned in today. I'm very grateful that everyone was able to make it. And whenever it is that you see this video, again, we are grateful. We are thankful. We expect a miracle. Thank you for the miracles. I said it. And thank you to our special featured guest today, Shereen She Young. You know what I mean? She is just an incredible person. And if you missed it, man, I suggest you rewind this video. You know what I mean? Once I upload this video. So, just like that. But you know what time it is? It's the same time of the show that we always do, where we show love to the people that always show love to us. And those be my sponsors, my media partners, and my brand ambassador. And so today I'm going to start with my brand ambassador. So thank you very much. Much love. And shout out to LJ Wicks, the one and only holding it down over there in the Netherlands. You know what I'm talking about? Um, you can find her at LJ Wicks. So go ahead and follow her. You know what I mean? She is not only the first Dutch female MC, the first female Asian MC, the first lady of ultramagnetic MCs in hip hop from the Bronx. Man, you know what I mean? She's also very talented, you know what I mean, when it comes to creating clothing. She has her own clothing line. And man, I just suggest you follow her and check her out. You know what I mean? I said it. Peace, Queen. Appreciate you. Much love. Yo, She Bananas. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to She Bananas, celebrity host on the afternoon kickback show. You know what I mean? Only on My Radio Chicago between the hours, I'm sorry, of 1 to 3 p.m. during the week. You know what I'm saying? Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? She be holding it down. And she's actually become an event coordinator and been doing some great things with a company that she has called Eyes Open Entertainment. And I'm just really grateful. I was rocking with her this weekend, along with some other folks. And but this is a picture from the event the other day. You know what I'm saying? So, really appreciate her for welcoming me, you know what I mean, all the time. You know what I mean, showing love like all the time. So shout out to She Bananas. Yeah, yeah. Peace, Queen. Appreciate you. Now, when it comes to Urban Grind TV, now this is one of my media sponsors, partners, and I appreciate them. You know what I mean, like all day. And you can contact them toll free at 1-888-380-1913. Really appreciate you over there. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Wally and the whole team. And congratulations to John Daniels for recently accepting his director, you know what I mean, award, man. That's really awesome. You know what I mean? Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? Peace to you, brother. And shout out to Gino, Mobbed Up Eat, Mobbed Up Entertainment, Mobbed Up Tattoos, Mobbed Up Models. He mobbed up everything. Yeah, make sure y'all support UrbanGrindTV.com. And another media partner of mine that I'm grateful to have is Life and Entertainment, hosted by Gina Hills, and that's Hills with a Z. You know what I mean? And she has her own website. You got a .com for that. So I really appreciate her too. She's doing some really powerful things over there in life and entertainment. You know what I mean? The name really speaks for itself because it is a whole life and entertainment over there. You know what I mean? With Gina Hills, you know what I mean? She offers opportunities with artists to play their music videos, for producers to be able to play their films, and people who have reality TV shows. You can play that all day, 24/7 at Life and Entertainment. So check her out. You know, me, you can get at her through me all day too. So you can just hit me up inbox or email me or whatever. But it's all about lifeandentertainment.com. Appreciate you, peace, Queen. Yeah, we're gonna take a break real quick because it was my mama's birthday yesterday. So shout out to my mama, my beautiful mom. You know what I mean? I appreciate the young lady that sent me an inbox talking about, you know what I mean, what kind of cocoa butter black magic, you know what I'm saying, that my mama used to look so young to have a 41-year-old son. And she got kids older than me too, so you know what I'm saying? Let that tell you something. But yeah, my mama's still beautiful and look as young as ever. So I love you, mama. Peace, Queen. Okay, back to business. Shout out to Let me see. Man, shout out to everybody on the backdrop. I apologize for not having the backdrop with me live. It's kind of a long story that I'm not gonna tell right now, but just know, me, it'll be back next show. So in that order. So again, man, salute to everybody that's on the backdrop. Much love. Really appreciate you all. I really do. Now shout out to one of my sponsors, being StreetScienceRadio.com. You definitely have to visit his website. It's off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it a blog, but he features, new artists, upcoming artists, and he has a program for artists to be able to be compensated without even having to perform. Like where they do that at? Only at StreetScienceRadio.com, man. Y'all need to go check it out. Yo, peace to Phil Cantone. And shout out to another one of my sponsors, that'd be Lanisi Alex Spa. And you can visit her website at lanisialex.com. So definitely go do that, like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got like two, three phones, you know what I'm saying? Go on your other phone and, visit the website. All these websites that I'm telling y'all about that y'all need to know about. Man, you know what I mean? She does a lot, you know what I mean? And she even has does some sculpturing. Yeah, like for real, for real. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is one of her flyers. You know what I'm saying? She got a special right now, back to school special, $55 facials. Better go get it. You is not gonna find a facial as low as $55. Original price 75. Man, that's $20 off. Stop playing. Man, go get y'all facials and go get scoped up. You know what I'm saying? Before the end of the summer, back to school. All right. Peace, Queen. Appreciate you. Don't forget to visit lanisialex.com. Shout out to my friend Dolores Green. You know what I mean? She, rocking with AC Green. And he part of the hair movement, and he, been doing a really great job, and just coming and blessing people with opportunities to be able to be paid when it comes to the hair industry. So Dolores Green is definitely one of the headliners when it comes to that. And so you can visit her website at hairbossbiz with a Z.com, and you can visit her um, at her website or contact her as well at 708-595-0016. So just really appreciate Dolores, and I just suggest you all go and check her out. Appreciate you. Peace, Queen. Now, when it comes to another one of my media partners, shout out to Elise Boswell, and I was rocking with her this weekend, being along with some other folks. So me, man, me, we turned up, me, we celebrating her ninth anniversary for her magazine, Just Me Magazine, man. So congratulations. I met some great people there. I look forward to connecting with. So, but yeah, visit her website too, justmemagazine.com. She's featured some awesome people already on her publication, and it's something that only me and her knows. Another um extraordinary person's coming to her cover real soon, and it's a secret though, but I know who, and y'all don't know. But man, I'm crazy. Like, wow, like this person on the front cover of Just Me magazine. Wow, like how'd they do that? Hey, Elise special. So hey, shout out to Elise Boswell, justmemagazine.com. Much love. Peace, Queen. Appreciate you. Shout out to my brother Dean, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to photography, that's the man. Celebrity photographer Dean Moulton. You know what I mean? Photography, DMP magazine all day long. You know what I'm saying? 773-744-0715. Hit that brother up like ASAP and book your photo shoot. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? He been in the game for a long time, been doing his thing. Hit him up. I said. But let me double back though. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking about Elise Boswell, Actually, I was at her event, like I say, and this is one of the pictures from the event. Not my best picture, but it is my picture. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with the homie Jeff Baylock. You know what I'm saying, from JB Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He does photography as well, so hit him up. And also, and I appreciate him being sponsored to my Show Off Your Talent recent recent event that I conducted a couple of weeks ago. And shout out to Ebony, the Ebonizer, the beautiful Ebony, you know what I'm saying, with the red hair, you know what I'm saying, today. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ebony. Always great seeing her. And yeah, so thank her again for also being the sponsor to my Show Up Your Talent best YouTube video, clean YouTube video show. So hey, that's what's up though. So hey, and then it was the woman of the hour, you know what I'm saying, the CEO, the founder of Just Me Magazine, hosting her ninth, celebrating her ninth year for her ninth anniversary, man. That was really awesome. You know what I'm saying? We turned up. You know what I'm saying? You seen everybody in the all white, everything clean, clean. Yeah, appreciate you, Elise. Peace, Queen. Yep. And then when it comes to Urban Grind, man, you know what I'm saying? Catch them tomorrow night, actually, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have some featured guests, you know what I'm saying, people on the screen, so you can check them out, urbangrindtv.com. Again, they one of my media partners. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, like I don't know, man. It's just like it's a lot going on, like all the time. But we can't forget about LilyB.com, and she's an author. She's one of my sponsors, and that I'm very grateful for as well. And let it be known, she also does commercial animation videos. She's a motivational speaker. She does a lot. She be doing her thing, and I'm very proud of her as well. And so, peace to her, peace queen. Check out lilyb.com. And for those that is not aware, I said it do have a sponsorship agreement that I set up for the benefit of helping others. And for only under $100 a month, I'm talking about $71.66 a month, or with no agreement, that means month to month, you can just pay $150 month to month, while, this this price sticks, because this price is about to go up, because what I mean, it's about to get, for the things that I can offer, it's about to get, better. It's about to get, I'm about to go grand, man. Like, it's about to get crazy. Like, I'm about to really stack the deck with the things that I'm about to give away and offer for under $100 a month. So, you know what I'm saying? So before I raise this price, man, go ahead and jump on it. You know what I'm saying? 6 months to a year agreement where you pay $71.66 a month, and like I say, it offers magazine, radio, um, social media. You have your own own page on my website, man. Like, it's really extensive, and I share you every single episode, and I'll be going around the world with with these shows, these interviews. So I'm very grateful. So hey, jump on it. And again, before we get out of here, one more time, I definitely have to say again, thank you to my special guest, featured guest today, and that would be Shereen She Young. Peace, Queen. Appreciate it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you again to our guest pianist, keyboardist, composer, arranger, producer, and live events manager at Big Circle Music Group, better known as BCMG. And she has new music on the way. So stick with her, stay on her page, follow her, and make sure y'all go to her website as well, ShereenCheong.com. Appreciate you, Queen. Peace, blessings. And hey, matter of fact, I may and I may not be live tomorrow. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? The flyer hasn't been confirmed yet. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this may be a photo finish tomorrow to see if we doing an interview live tomorrow. I don't know. Just stick with me and just, you know what I mean, stick on my page, check me out. But whatever you do, share this video because we interview the one and only, very multi-talented Shereen Cheong. Peace to you. Blessings. And hey, remember, if anybody asks, I said it. Blessings.